that it's got a four star.
Pull me out of this.
Fucking awesome. I'll just jack this up. Put this on. How was the drive? Pretty controller. Yeah. I got BDS. I've got a 4.5 inch BDS lift in it. Yeah. So the control arms are different, but they already come with the Multimatic shocks.
Okay.
So they're like the Baja suspension, so they've got the separate reservoir. Yep. Welcome back to episode 2 of the Inner Circle. We've just arrived at the shed. It's 6 a.m. and we're loading up the boat. We've got a couple of things planned for this episode. Dave Wilson, a long-term client and now friend, has just been absolutely killing it inside of his business. And our one-on-ones are a bit different. We're heading out on the boat, gonna go for a wake surf and a wakeboard, and then we're going somewhere for lunch, so stay tuned. Sean Murray model. One of my favourite wakeboarders, but the problem is, now that I've blown out my ACL, I can't ride, so everyone else just rides my board for me. Let's see if this works out.
The car should be long enough.
The double fill. And then I might get you to jump on that one, Davo. Another one. And then the boat's number 2. If anyone that owns a wake boat knows the feeling. It's the double pump. You're not leaving here under $1,000. Dill's talking about his health and fitness. We're on a 8-week challenge at the moment, so Jake's gonna catch me out. The culprit. It's the best vibe these mornings because they're so still.
And the water seems still out there.
You're just gonna go.
Should still be pretty warm.
It's the best feeling because it's just glass, it's misty, there's no one around, dead quiet. It's a structure and a plan, but like if you've got a structure, right? Structure for how you train, structure of how you do your hobbies, etc. You're waking up motivated because you know what you need to achieve. You know, that's what it is. It's a structure and the motivation to go, fuck yeah, I need to go complete this mission.
And I'm all for, it's good to have any of those things that work for you active in your life as long as it's not degrading your life. Like you've got to make a sacrifice somewhere. Like I sacrifice in that I'm going to bed at 8 o'clock because I'm up at 4.
Yeah.
But it's not like I'm on the other end of the thing where it's like...
Is it a sacrifice though? Because what are you doing after 8 o'clock that's actually benefiting your life?
Totally true. I think you're pissing away time most of the time you're watching TV. But what I'm more so meant on that is it's not like David Goggins where you're like, I've got to go for a 7-hour run and I'm going to be away from my family because I've got to get my...
first into an ice
That's
bath.
just head noise.
Doing a
That's
backflip.
full-
that's
head noise.
full-
Running from demons, that
full
one.
psycho, full head noise. But there's lots of people that, like even when I used to cycle, it was the same thing. It's like I can't actually just go for an hour ride because it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like I've challenged myself. I've got to go for 4, 5, 6 hours, and then you're like, once you got kids and family,
and come back.
you're just like, I can't be doing that. That's actually taken away from my life as good as it is. But I can go to the gym and flog myself, or I can't stand up after in 45 minutes.
Remember when you were kids, you're on a skateboard just pin dropping it down a hill?
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
And then you get to the
It's
bottom
like,
and you're
am I
fucking
gonna
wobbles.
And then you're looking for the grass, and there's like driveway, and you're like, oh no.
I remember my cousin, when we were kids, we were having Christmas over at their place, and they live on this really steep hill, and all of us as kids are like 12 or 10 or something. everyone's like, just do it. No, you'll be right. Like, you know, when you just get out, everyone's thinking he's going to get absolutely belted. He got to the bottom and it was like, and then it got worse and it was just a face plant. So we've just arrived to go wakeboarding and wake surfing, but I'm not going to announce the spot that we're at because it's going to stay top secret. But stay tuned.
Typical Joe, he's got 40,000 things on his mind at any given time, and just as we go to put the boat in, of course he forgets the bung.
Did you forget the bung, Dill? Did you just come off Mad Munch? Dave said.
Pull me out of this.
Wakeboarded before next minute, he's like a world champ. Two secs. What a morning. So we just got back from wakeboarding and Dave told us that he couldn't surf or wakeboard, but he got up first try. Jake, the man behind the lens right now, got up his second try. So he had an epic time. We've just dropped off the boat. We're about to head over to get the transport, show you the transport in a minute, and head to 8 at Trinity, which is a restaurant on the water. They're doing an epic development at the moment. It just got approved. And go grab a feed. Stay tuned.
We decided we were going to go for lunch, but we didn't really want to drive, so we decided to take the chopper.
Some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, they're red, white, and blue. And when the band plays hail to the chief, ooh, they want the cannon.
G'day guys, what's your name? Dave.
Nick.
Nice to meet you, Nick.
Jake. Nick. Joe. I just wanted to confuse you.
Yeah?
You confused me because I was like, do I say Jake?
What do I say, Joe?
Do I say Joe?
What are the chances of getting two J's?
Yeah. So much traffic coming here now, and you can get here so quick. Yeah. By a car, it's probably about an hour.
45, it's probably
Yeah.
close to an hour, yeah.
Probably you guys. Yeah, and chopper, it's 15, 20 minutes, you know.
But we need to bring people in to replace some of my time so I can free up. Because if you're, and I definitely fell victim to this, too busy in the grind of the here and the now, something drops off, you don't have the time because you're in the here and the now, it sucks. And again, it's not quick to pick up. So bring someone in that can offload certain parts of the business that aren't critical for me to be involved. It's going to free up my time, and that way you can focus on those things that you may not have had time on to then be able to push and push that way. And then once you run out of time again, bring someone else in to free up the rest of that time and just continually doing that. So that's going to be the good thing for me, bringing Mitch in. I don't have to go to site anymore to drop off materials or deal with the boys or organise all of that. He can take care of that. He can take care of all the calls. And then if I want to go to site and slap on the tool belt because I need a day on the tools, my phone's not going to ring 9 million times. But
Pete, that is probably one of the best things that, or bits of advice that you could give to anyone. Because Pete, I swear people still get it. I swear people still get it so confused. Is like they're like, oh, but this guy's going to cost me so much to take on board. It's another wage or whatever. they actually don't understand how valuable
It's
their
an
time is,
investment,
and
yeah.
where do you actually spend that time. It doesn't mean you just kick back and hire a bloody supervisor and then next minute everything's going great. You've actually got a very short fucking window where you need to be focusing on things that bring way more money into the business and you're more productive. If you do not, you fucking lose out. It can go pear-shaped. Tits up real quick.
With the job sitting on the table, it's like, I want to stop this. Like, we're going to look at it later in the year. It's like, yeah, but I need, like, my year's getting busy, so we need to get a commitment, get that early commitment together of, whatever that might be, a small deposit.
Yeah.
Just so we're committed, so I can, because you don't want, like, I said to you the other day, like, I think I've got $13 million worth of quotes in there. I don't want them all to come in like December and be like, I want to start now.
Sometimes you need to be a bit more forward. So look, I appreciate there's a few moving parts at the moment, but I've also got to organise my year as well. Like being open and honest with you, I've got a schedule. I'd love to be able to fit you guys in. Where are we actually at? I'm kind of putting them a bit of pressure on to get an answer. Because otherwise you're just in limbo.
Yeah, and that's limbo is the killer, right? Because you get in that double frame of mind where you're like, I've got to keep on quoting.
And you do want the job.
You don't want the job, yeah.
It's not a deal unless the deal's signed, like the old saying goes, and it's so true because a lot of people rely on, oh, you've got my word, mate, we're starting soon. Well, you know, put your money where your mouth is, and it really comes down to leaning into figuring out why can't they give you an answer. What is it exactly? And I feel like that builds more value as well. Definitely did for me.
Especially because you can start to answer those objections and or give them a bit of solace in why something is doing, you know, why the contract looks this way, why does the quote look that way, why does the number look that way. It's because of, you give that value.
Straight communication through the process, which is great for both parties.
Tell me what your favourite dish today is so far.
Look at the fish.
The kingfish.
Kingfish.
What about second?
Second, I'd say the bread and burrata.
Yeah, that was epic.
Fried burratas again.
Yeah, that was unreal.
Burrata never misses.
Really
Take me
good.
back to
You got to
Italy.
be fast around here, otherwise you miss out. That's one of the rules.
Odd. Hasn't came fresh out of there. I don't know what is. And then this thing, what have we got over here, Dill?
We've got a 1.7 kilo tomahawk, so I'm ready to rip in.
Got in for the day.
No, anytime.
all good.
100%.
All good.
Been saying it for long enough. It's just hard to everyone to get the same day that we can put aside and make it work, which is good. Awesome. Did you have lunch?
Yeah.
What'd you have?
Oh, I just went for the bolognese.
Oh, nice.
And,
You can't beat a bolognese.
you can't go wrong with bolognese, eh?
I think the whole menu there doesn't miss.
Yeah.
You cannot go wrong with a bolognese. So that's a wrap. Stay tuned for episode 3.